Joshua Kennedy, a giant of Australian football. Early life and beginnings. Joshua Kennedy was born on August 20, 1982, in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches, 1.96 meters, Kennedy's physical stature made him an imposing figure on the football field from a young age. Growing up in Melbourne, Kennedy's early exposure to football came through his family, as his father, Peter Kennedy, was also involved in the sport, which further inspired Joshua to pursue a career in football. Kennedy's journey began at the Dandenong Thunder SC, where his early skills as a forward were evident. His combination of height, strength, and aerial ability allowed him to dominate as a target man, an essential attribute for a striker. Kennedy's raw talent quickly caught the eye of scouts, and his potential was soon recognized by top clubs in the National Soccer League, NSL. In the early 2000s, Kennedy joined Sydney FC, where he would begin his professional career. The club's atmosphere provided him with the perfect environment to grow. And over time, his reputation as a goal-scoring forward began to solidify. Although his time at Sydney FC was short-lived, it marked the beginning of a promising career for the young striker. Career peak, success in Europe and Japan. Joshua Kennedy's career truly took off after he made the move to Europe, joining Kaiserslautern in Germany's Bundesliga in 2005. This move marked a significant turning point in Kennedy's development, as he now had the opportunity to showcase his talents in one of Europe's top leagues. Despite the intense competition, Kennedy's powerful presence and impressive aerial ability made him stand out. His ability to score goals with his head and his clinical finishing earned him regular appearances for the team. Kennedy's time in Germany was relatively successful, and after a few seasons at Kaiserslautern, he made another career-defining move in 2008 when he signed with Nagoya Grampus in Japan's J1 League. This move would ultimately mark the peak of Kennedy's club career. During his time in Japan, Kennedy became one of the most prolific foreign strikers in the league, known for his poise, physicality, and ability to find the back of the net. In his early years with Nagoya Grampus, Kennedy immediately adapted to the J-League's fast-paced style of play. Over the course of several seasons, Kennedy's impressive goal-scoring form earned him accolades and a reputation as one of the league's top forwards. His physicality and ability to hold off defenders with his size and strength made him a formidable opponent for opposing defenders. In 2010, Kennedy enjoyed one of his best seasons, scoring 17 goals in the J1 League, solidifying his reputation as one of the top foreign players in Japan. Main achievements, goal scoring and international success. Joshua Kennedy's main achievements both at the club level and internationally made him one of the most respected Australian footballers of his generation. His career was defined by his ability to score crucial goals, his aerial prowess, and his leadership in both domestic and international football. J1 League success with Nagoya Grampus. Kennedy's standout achievement in club football came during his time with Nagoya Grampus. He played a key role in the team's attack, and his performances helped establish Nagoya as one of Japan's top clubs during his tenure. His goal-scoring exploits earned him recognition as one of the best foreign strikers in the league, and he was a vital player for Nagoya in their quest for domestic success. AFC Champions League, 2010. One of Kennedy's most notable achievements in Japan was helping Nagoya Grampus reach the group stages of the prestigious AFC Champions League. His performances in the competition showcased his skill on an international level and further cemented his status as one of Asia's premier forwards. 2006 FIFA World Cup qualification. Kennedy played an important role in Australia's successful qualification for the 2006 FIFA World Cup in Germany. Although he did not make the final squad for the tournament itself, his performances during qualification were instrumental in helping the Socceroos reach their first World Cup since 1974. 2010 FIFA World Cup. Kennedy's moment in the global spotlight came during the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa, where he played a vital role in Australia's attacking setup. Although he did not feature in the opening match, he came on as a substitute in later games, and his physical presence and ability to challenge defenders helped Australia compete on the world stage. International career. Kennedy earned 59 caps for the Australian national team from 2004 to 2013, scoring 16 goals. He was part of a golden generation of Australian footballers, contributing to the Socceroos' success in major international tournaments, including the 2007 AFC Asian Cup and the 2006 and 2010 FIFA World Cups. His performances on the international stage were consistently strong, and he became an integral part of Australia's forward line during the peak of his career. A-League contribution. After his time in Japan, Kennedy returned to Australia in 2014, signing with Melbourne City in the A-League. His return to Australian football was seen as an exciting development, as Kennedy was already regarded as one of the best strikers Australia had ever produced. Although his time in the A-League was relatively short, Kennedy contributed his vast experience to Melbourne City and helped raise the profile of Australian football domestically. Last years and retirement. As Kennedy entered the final phase of his career, he continued to demonstrate his leadership and experience. However, by the mid-2010s, age and injury concerns began to take their toll on the towering striker. After a few years with Melbourne City in the A-League, Kennedy decided to retire from professional football in 2015. The decision to retire came after a series of injuries, and despite his immense experience, Kennedy was no longer able to maintain the high standards that he had set earlier in his career. Nonetheless, Kennedy left a lasting legacy both at the domestic and international levels. He had represented Australia in 2 World Cups and played in one of Asia's top leagues for nearly a decade, making him a standout figure in Australian football history. After retiring from playing, Kennedy transitioned into coaching and football development, using his wealth of experience to help develop future generations of Australian footballers. His leadership qualities, combined with his sharp tactical understanding of the game, made him an ideal mentor for younger players seeking to improve their skills. Legacy. A giant in Australian football. Joshua Kennedy's legacy is built on his incredible goal-scoring ability, his imposing presence in the air, and his contributions to Australian football on both the domestic and international stage. As one of Australia's top forwards during the 2000s and 2010s, Kennedy's legacy is marked by his strength, his ability to lead the line, and his knack for scoring crucial goals. His time in Japan with Nagoya Grampus remains one of the highlights of his club career, as his goal-scoring exploits in the J-League earned him widespread acclaim. His performances for the Socceroos, including his pivotal role in Australia's qualification for the 2006 and 2010 FIFA World Cups, solidified his status as one of the nation's most respected footballers. Kennedy's transition to coaching and football development after his retirement ensures that his influence on the sport will continue, as he passes on his knowledge and experience to the next generation of Australian footballers. As one of the tallest and most physically dominant forwards Australia has ever produced, Joshua Kennedy will forever be remembered as one of the giants of Australian football, a true icon of the sport in his home country.